Hey guys, what's up? Another one of my vlogs today, and this one is a little bit funny because I had a pretty big night last night and an interesting morning. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, I have taken up swimming lessons. You might be asking yourself, why are you taking up swimming lessons? You're an older person, shouldn't you already know how to swim? The answer to that is yes, I probably should, especially considering here in Australia, whenever you're in a primary school, you basically take swimming lessons, you go on aquatics camp. At least for me, that's how it was when I was younger. And that's what I did. Each year during winter time, we used to go down to this pool near us, and our school must have got it really cheap because it wasn't a heated pool, it was a freezing cold pool, and basically it was 600 students over the course of 3 days learning to swim. So obviously the instructor to pupil ratio was really, really bad. I didn't really get taught as well as probably what could have been, considering you have to get through everyone and you can't dedicate as much time to a single student or pupil that would be required for them to actually learn properly. So I missed out a lot as a kid, and that definitely affected me later on in life. When I say later on, my story kind of goes off like only a year or two into the future of when I was a child. What happened is I went to a pool with my parents and that, and basically my dad kind of had me on his back, and as we went down to the deep end, he kind of saw my mum and he kind of walked off, and I kind of slid off his back into the deep end of the pool. And I almost actually drowned as a child. And ever since that point in time, I have basically done a reverse Matrix. If you ever seen Matrix, the first one, where it's like, I need to learn how to fly a helicopter, and they like download how to do it into the person's head. Mine was reverse. So mine was like, I need to forget how to swim. Gone straight away. And basically just ever since then I've had amnesia. So anytime I would get really close to like deep water, so not going to a pool I'm fine with, even though I've had bad experiences with that. It's only when I go to like a beach or something, or out on a jetty, I'll fucking be paranoid as fuck. Like, not even kidding. Like, anytime I go fishing, because I love going fishing, I'll be down probably like the middle part of the jetty. I won't be anywhere basically where the seaweed starts to kind of like darken the color of the water. I'll fucking not go past a sandbar or any of that shit just because I don't know how to swim and I'm fucking paranoid about it. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why I don't do it. So I've started to take swimming lessons, and I feel really out of place at these swimming lessons because my first one was actually today after a big night out, so I kind of went slightly hungover to it, which was funny because it's like, you're not supposed to eat and drink before you go into the pool. You're not supposed to go fucked up either, which made it interesting. So basically, there's a swimming centre up near me. Any of the Australians probably watch my stuff. I don't know if state swims in every state, especially with the little catchphrase of the state swim song thingy, anthem, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that plays all the time that everyone can remember off the top of their head if they even heard it once as a child. So there's one of those up the hill from me, which is really, really good because it's nice and close, and I booked in... I booked into an adult program and I had to stress the adult part of it because I did not want to go when there's like children around, and it would look like as if I'm a kid that's been like held back like 10 years and be like, man, I'm just still trying to learn how to swim, shit. And on this website that they have, it did not help at all because you have like a selector program and it says like your age and your experience. So I click experience is like nil to nutter basically, and then age, it goes to the highest you can select is 4+. 4+ is the highest you can go for age. So I felt really, really bad about myself because I was like, shit, I don't know how to swim. So I called up the place and I'm like, hey, do you have any adult programs, preferably ones with adults and not children? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. We've got 2 different classes. There's one which is basically how to improve your swimming. And I'm like, is there one which will teach me not to drown? Obviously, I say it jokingly. But yeah, I still need to learn how to swim, and I kind of don't know any of it. So I booked into a class. It's 3 times a week. And I figure that since this year I'm not playing football because I'm way too thin for it and just way too underweight, this will give me something to do, help me out with my personal fitness. Because I tell you what, after coming out of the pool today, fuck, my body was entirely hot and I was fairly sore all over, from basically just being at it for like an hour and a half. So anyway, the lesson itself was pretty interesting. So I rock up, I pay for my classes for the rest of the month. I go get some goggles because I don't know where my goggles have went, but I had to buy some new ones, obviously. And then I kind of just go and sit down, and all I see is I'm on the side of the pool and I'm looking around and there's just parents everywhere and their kids. And I'm like, oh my god, please tell me there's going to be at least someone else my age in this class, because otherwise I'm going to shoot myself. And then I see all these old people come out. And there's like 3 of them, and they basically go off into the pool. And lane 1 was supposed to be where my group was going. And I'm like they're still older than me, but I was like, shit, like, still, it's a little bit weird. Eventually, one of the ladies comes along, like, instructor, she's like, just go wait in the pool with the rest of the group. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fucking weird. So I'm just there, I'm in the corner, I'm not saying anything, and then they're like, oh, hi, are you here for the class? These are the older people and that, but they're really, really nice. And I was talking to them, basically said how about my previous experiences of life kind of prevented me from swimming, and now that I've come back from my trip from America, I want to improve myself quite drastically, and I figure swimming is a great way of starting off and getting off on the right foot, or feet, or hands, because you can be swimming with your hands and feet. And that was really, really interesting. So I was speaking to the ladies and the guy about it, and they were saying that a lot of them had a few of the similar experiences. One of the older women, she must have had a really, really bad experience because she struggles to take her feet off of the actual ground in the pool. So she must have had a really bad experience, and I can relate to that. But hers must have really kind of scarred her. So it's a little. So doing that, kudos to her, props, because it takes a bit to kind of face your fears, I guess. Anyway, so once the class starts, basically the instructor comes over with me, and she's like, okay, cool. So we're a bit late starting, and we're gonna start this and that. And she gets me to start doing this like basic stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. And as I'm talking to her, I notice this out of the corner of my eye, it's like this really cute girl walks by, and I'm just like, hello. And she jumps in the pool, and she's actually in my group. Now, things strike me across the board there. First of all is, obviously, she's not coming here to get hit on, so I'm not going to be creepy and weird. So I'm basically just not breaking eye contact really with the instructor. I kind of glance because, like, you got to do it. Like, it's like, cute girl. It's like, deserves it. And, so I basically just speaking to the instructor in that. And coming across my mind is, like, a few different things. So, like, one, my class was 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, I did say adult class, so hopefully she's actually, like, 18 or older. Otherwise, it's just, like, off limits, because I don't even touch that. 2, does she have a boyfriend? And 3 would be probably something else, but I've forgotten. I'm not going to come back to that. I'll probably put it on the box on the screen. Yeah, but she was really cute and actually kind of bring down, I guess, the average age of the class I was in. So that was interesting, and hopefully I see her around a bit more, because it's interesting to have someone probably in the same boat as me of learning how to swim. So common ground, people. Common ground. So keep you up to date with that, maybe, if that goes anywhere. But yeah, so that was very interesting. I started my class, and I actually picked up a fair bit really quickly. At the end of the class, I felt a lot better about myself, and I was really, really hot. I haven't been that hot since, like, fucking doing football. Just like your body temperature just raises so much, because it's just like such a good, like, workout. So I feel really good about myself doing that, and it's something that I want to continue in the future. And hell, you never know, I could get something out of it. Actually, I probably should not say that, because that makes me sound like seedy as fuck. I mean, like, a girlfriend, not like something. Anyway, so I'm going to stop talking about that. And anyway, guys, so if you don't know how to swim, or you think it's weird not knowing how to swim, please comment below, because I would like to hear about that. And if you're in the same boat as me, tell me about it, because I wouldn't mind actually hearing about other people's experiences, and if you've had anything similar to me happen. So other than that, guys, I'll see you guys later, and don't forget to learn how to swim at the States Swim. So I'll see you guys later, and bye.